I'm Charlotte and this is the School of Pattern Cutting. In this video I'm going to show you how to recreate the famous Y dart from the Cigale dress by Dior. And it's a beautiful dart which looks really complicated, but it's actually just an adaptation of the twinned dart. And if you want to know more about the twinned dart, so the whole method behind this dart, have a look at our free darts essential course in the description below. But let's have a look at the Y dart. So, instead of having a normal single dart, the Y dart on the Cigale dress starts out from the waist, following the dart line, but then instead of continuing onto your bust point, it forks. So it goes either side of your bust point, creating that Y look, which gives it its name. So it's a really great dart to try out, and I'm going to show you how to draft it. Let's have a look at how to draft your Y dart. So I've traced around my front basic bodice as usual. I've marked my darts and my center front. And the first thing I want to do is get rid of all my volume down here, the darts, and just move it out of the way into the shoulder. Because the Y dart only happens down here. So I want to be able to draw it on without having to work out the volume I have to take out. So I'm going to cut it all out. I'm going to cut into here, here and here, and then close the darts. So this is all cut out. I'm now going to glue my original darts shut. So I've got lots of space to work down here. There you go. So what I need to do now is draw on my Y dart. So it actually starts out of original base dart line. I'm going to draw it about 10 centimeters for the stem of the Y, and then it branches out either side. And I'm going to make that 45 degrees. So, because 90 degrees is always quite a nice angle, because it's quite a clean angle. And then it's up to you how far you want to make the Y shape. I'm going to sort of make mine below the bust dart. So in my case, it's 7 centimeters. But that really best thing is to just try it out on a bodice you have. So you draw it on, because that way you know what looks flattering. So this is going to be my dart. What I now need to do is put in 2 cutting lines which connect it to the original bust dart. And they go up to here. So what this is basically, this is a twinned dart, but it starts as a single entry. So if you want to find out more about how these darts work, have a look at our darts essential course. It's in the link below and it's completely free, but gives you lots of methods. So I'm going to cut into these lines now. So what I'm going to do now is, now I've cut into it, I'm going to close my working dart at the top, and then I can see my Y dart emerging. Okay, so you can now see this is going to be my Y dart. So, as you can see, so this is quite a wide dart down here, and then it goes quite narrow. So, at the moment as well, I've got these 2 extra sort of volume spaces where volume has been created, but I can't actually reach it. So what we're going to do is you're going to put another piece of paper underneath, and then you're going to redraw these darts slightly to make up for it lost space. So I'm just going to put another piece of paper underneath and tape it on. And this is the point where it becomes a bit about trial and error. I'm going to first make sure this is even. So these gaps need to be the same. So that's 1.5. 1.5. So this is sort of part of the dart that we've lost. So your two options are to either make your bust point, your two dart points down here, which means there's a bit of extra volume, which means it won't be completely fitted around your bust dart. So that's what I would try out first. So for my first trial, I would draw in the dart like this. And when I'm actually done here, I would cut it open rather than doing a dart with volume. And that's seam allowance. So if I cut that out. So my first trial would be to sew these two darts and then you put it all together so you get your Y shape. And then I would see whether this extra little bit of volume around here is actually quite flattering because it doesn't make it too tight around the bust. But if it actually annoys you, it's a bit too baggy, what you would then do is you would move your two dart points slightly higher up and sort of reshape them. So I would then say it's going to be up there. So I'm going to redraw it. So it's 1 centimeter. And then I would redraw it in the middle, making sure they're the same length, so 7 centimeters. And that would be your second guess, like your second trial. So this would be your first trial, and it might look perfectly fine, but if it doesn't, you just move your dart point slightly up and slightly in, and that would give you more fit. And you could experiment, you could put this here or you could put it on the original line. But it's about, because this is quite an advanced twin dart, it's about this should work, but if it isn't perfect, this would be your alterations, and that's what pattern cutting is about drafting something and then trying out if it works. But whatever you do, enjoy your drafting. If you have enjoyed this video and want to take your pattern cutting to the next level, please sign up to our free Darts Essential course. It has fantastic video tutorials and lots of diagrams. If you're interested, please click in the description below and sign up for free.